Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. Mm. And I am here to do my review on Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 32, Snitches Get Stitches. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with your auntie for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, I would rate it a C. It was okay, but it wasn't really nothing to write home about. But anyway, we're going to get into this review. The first person that I want to talk about is Lacey. Okay? Her boo was like, look, John is about to come home from jail. You've been with me. We got some unfinished business. I'm about it. I want to be with you. I didn't have sex with you the first time when we met up, and I needed to make up for lost time. So we see him get his butt in an Uber with a bouquet or a bouquet or a bouquet or it was a bouquet, okay, of roses, and he went on over there to Lacey's house. Coincidentally, Lacey's children was with her father. Boy, I tell you what, if he ain't leave it to Beaver, okay, and Mr. Cleaver, he is forever and always with those children, okay? While Lacey is lying and doing everything that she big and bad enough to do. That boo ain't never taking care of her children. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? So anyway, he goes over, because he's in the car and he's, talking about, John coming home and how Lacey is going to have to make a decision about who she's going to be with. And he's basically, going to, I guess, make her make that decision. And we all know you can't make a mofo make a decision like that, especially a mofo like Lacey. So anyway, he gets there storming and everything. He calls her and he tells her that he's on his way, allegedly. And he gets there and she tackles his ass at the door. She saw those flowers and she told that mofo, Daddy ain't home, but Mama is, boo. Come on in. She told him that, she basically, needed him, and she, wanted to give him something he could feel, and she wanted to give him something that she hadn't before. Bitch. Next thing you know, Lacey took him to the room and said, look at my bedroom. He was like, oh, okay. Lacey threw him down on the bed, okay, like only a strong, confident woman who knows that that stuff is popping. Okay. And got busy on him. He was impressed with the way that she manhandled him. I said, Lacey getting her man. She said, I want to give you what you've been wanting. I said, okay. And Lacey got busy. Wasn't no talking. Wasn't a conversation. Lacey said, I'm about to go ahead on and get mine. And I was like, do you, boo? Do you? The next couple that I want to talk about is Glorietta and Alex. Like, Glorietta, you know what? It's really sad. Because we know something is wrong with Gloria. Like this, after this episode, we are absolutely convinced, okay, that there is something wrong with our girl, Glorietta. Glorietta is waking up, honey, in a cotton freaking prisoner free bliss. Alex put it on her, she put it on him. They wake up and they are just completely satisfied. They done drunk a whole entire bottle of Patron, okay? And she's like, he popped the weasel. He did what he had to do, and it was good. She kept a real high level, at least she had that much sense. But then when we talk to him and we hear his, what he got to say, he talk about how it was juicy and it was tight and it was everything that he wanted it to be and everything he expected it to be. And I really felt sorry for her. Like, I really felt sorry for Glorietta because, as we know, he is making contact with his old girlfriend. Glorietta done gave up the punani and everything. Done put him up in the finest hotel, wined him, dined him, gave him some Patron, you know what I'm saying? Fuck him and fat him, you know what I'm saying? And I said, she just got to put one more F to it. Forget him. This mofo don't mean her any harm. I mean, any good. And Glorietta is not. So now she's getting ready to go and meet her mother. She wants to introduce this prisoner to her mom. Now, we all know that the mom, doesn't want her daughter to be dating him. Like, who would? And so, she's really, afraid. She's nervous about meeting her mother. She's almost just nauseous, okay, about Alex meeting her mom. And so she tells him, when you meet my mom, you're going to have to tell my mom that you're a Christian, that you grew up as a Christian. And so he was like, okay, but basically I'm a Muslim. But she does not want him to tell her mom that he's a Muslim because her mother doesn't like Muslims, I guess. And she just wants him to be, a Christian. And so she tells him to lie. At the time, Alex does not indicate that he's going to bust all of this out, right? So they get to the park where they meeting the mother at. She's still nervous. She's still telling him to lie. She's, uptight and all that kind of stuff. And so we see the mom. The mom has both of the dogs. And she's walking the dogs. And so Glorietta's like, oh, Mom, you got the dogs. So she tells her to introduce herself to Alex and shake his hand and everything or hug him or whatever. And the mom was like, no, because I got dog on all over me. Well, I thought that was a good excuse for the mom. At the end of the day, Glorietta introduces him to her mom, and the mom says, let me ask you some questions. Why were you in prison? And so he goes on to tell her that his fingerprints was all over this, that he was at his homeboy Dookie house, right? And so basically, okay. So basically, he had Dookie stains. Did I have stuff on my teeth? I sure hope not. God, this night just cannot get. So anyway, y'all, put my glasses on because I felt like I had something on my teeth. Thank you, Bobby Whitley, for the $20 super chat. I almost missed the post. Love you, Auntie. Thank you, Bobby. How you doing, boo? Okay. So, she asked the mom, the mom asked him, why was he in prison? He says that his fingerprints was all over the house. But he didn't mention that, it was all over the printer and all over the paper and all over the alleged counterfeit money and all over the bad checks and that kind of stuff. He didn't mention that. Okay, and so, the mother was like, oh, okay, well, what religion are you? Are you a Christian? And he's like, no, I'm Muslim. So, the mother was like, I ain't feeling that. So at this point, Glorietta gets up. She's having what do you call an anxiety attack. I can't take this. This is too much. Mom, in the meantime and in between time, he's sitting there calm as a cucumber because he knows that he has an agenda. And so, the mom is like, do y'all plan on getting married? What happens when you have children? If you have children, are you going to raise them Christian or Muslim? Or are you going to convert? And he was like, no, I'm going to stay a Muslim. I'm committed to that religion, and that's what I want to do. She said, so eventually then, if that's the way it's going to be, because Glorietta is a Christian, are you going to leave her? And so, he was like, I don't know. That's a good question. And so Glorietta, for her, is too much. When the mom sat down with him, she said, I want to ask your boyfriend some questions. And Glorietta quickly corrected the mother and said, fiance, let me tell you something, boo. You ain't got nary ring on your finger. No commitment from this man. This man is seeing somebody else. And it's just a sad state of affairs. I just don't know how the producers, the grip men, the cameramen, and all of them really look at this stuff and know that this thing's going on with these couples and they don't tell them. I think that I would rat them out. I think I'd be like, look, let me tell you something, Glorietta. He was downstairs in the calling another bitch while you was laying upstairs in your own, okay. But anyway, so that happened, whatever. The next couple I want to talk about is Tony and Angela. Of course, we know that she has been out with her homeboy, riding around trying to figure out, where Tony is. She done already went to the hotel and tried to, intimidate the lady there. And she told her, bitch, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. And she's already been to the cafe. She can't find Tony. And finally, when she's at a dead end at the park, she gets a text message from the marshal indicating that they have found Tony. And now Angela gets out the car. She doesn't know what to do. She is like, Tony's going to get, a lot of time, because she was thinking, I guess, that she would be the one who would be able to get him and strong arm his ass back to prison, okay? You dumb bitch. But anyway, this is what she thought that she was going to be able to do. And so, she's out of the car and she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And, the same man that proposed to her, Tom, is the same man who she turned down. And he's the same exact man who now is comforting her in her time of need. This mofo is indebted to her. He loves her. He cares about her. And he said that he could have treated her better. He wouldn't have taken her through all of that. The next thing we see is Tony. Tony's in prison talking about, how the arrest was and how, all these agents jumped out on his ass and dragged him all up and down the street and everything, beat his ass and everything, and took him back to jail. And now he has this time, and so he says that he loves Angela, and he has the smirk on his face. And really, he does not love Angela, and we all know that he don't give a bunk about this woman. He don't give a good daggone. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's so pathetic. He's talking about, he loves her because she doesn't love him for his faults. She loves him for him, and all this all kind of bull crap stuff that prisoners say that they write up on the walls and all that kind of stuff so they can recite it when their asses is on the phone. And Angela is in the car saying that she's tired of Tony. Why they end up taking why they filmed her from the bottom up, I will never understand that. That woman has so many wrinkles on her face till it was unbelievable. The contents and the character of her teeth, bitch. Oh, like her teeth. Don't forgive me. Her teeth have a whole character and name unto themselves. Like her teeth got a fucking social security card, a birth certificate, bitch. Like her teeth and her wrinkles, like they've been here before, okay? Her damn teeth are reincarnated, bitch. I'm telling you, they have been on this earth before, goddamn. And the wrinkles that she got, we ain't even gonna talk about the wrinkles. Like, why the hell would they film her from the bottom up, trying to be shady? Oh my God, we love it, don't we? That bitch was tore up. I'm tired of Tony. Tony, he got all this time now. I gotta figure out whether or not I'm gonna do this time with Tony. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna do this time with Tony. I mean, we almost had it all. You know what I'm saying? Then she sit up there, then we almost have it all. Then we almost have it all. Okay, y'all. Okay, stop, Auntie. Angela is a mess. She is now trying to make a decision about whether or not she's going to do the time with Tony. We all know she's going to do the time with Tony. She says she's sick of Tony manipulating her and all that. Tony has already manipulated her. Let me tell you why. Because she thinks she owns him. She brought him clothes, all that kind of stuff. She never even got the D from this mofo. Like, she never even got him to smell the punani. Like, he never licked it, smelled it. Like, he was totally not interested in her. Angela has said on prior episodes that she think it's another woman. Bitch, we know it's another woman, okay? Because for any man to have to look at you like, God, her mouth just totally looked like an ashtray on her ass, okay? I mean, just put the butts out on that. The next couple I want to talk about, and I really want to talk about them for a short while, is dumbass Cheryl and Josh. Cheryl is a complete and total idiot. Cheryl is with Josh, and Josh don't care nothing about her. She is somebody for him to pass the time with and make them look like a fool. This woman goes with this man, okay? First of all, I don't know if she's so bony that her stuff just don't. She's so bony that her clothes never fit on her right. So she's always looking a hot ass mess, okay? So he picks her up because they're going to go and spend time with his family. His mother has decided that she's going to have a family reunion, okay? For all his family and friends to attend. And he's excited about it. But on the way, they stop at a hardware store because this bitch said he buried $1,000. Now, for some people, $1,000 is a lot, and for some people, $1,000 isn't. But I'm gonna tell you what ain't worth it is bitch getting a shovel and having to go down into a lake, a pond, a ravine, bitch, an ocean, a puddle, and dig it up. $1,000. So they go to the hardware store. He shows her the mask that he originally wanted to purchase in order to rob the bank. Yes, he showed her the mask. He said the reason why he didn't was because when he put it over his face, it fogged up. Yeah, bitch, it keeps your air in there and keeps moisture in there just in case you need. Okay. So instead, they show him robbing the bank with a bandana on. What a trade-off. You stupid. Anyway, they buy 2 shovels because they're going to go to this place to dig up $1,000. He said that when he was eluding or trying to elude the police, that he dropped $1,000 into a hole because he wanted to trick them. And he believes the money is there. Let me tell you where the money is. The little kids that were off for summer break the year that this bitch went to jail were down at the lake during the summertime, swinging off of tires tied to a rope on the tree. Them bitches swung off that tree, fell down into that lake, and found something hard under the bottom of their asses. They took that daggone shovel from out their grandfather's shed, came down to that lake and dug that money up. And bitch, it was popsicles, ice cream, honey buns, Cheetos, tater chips, pickles, pickled eggs, bitch, sunflower seeds. Like them kids been ate that damn $1,000. Ain't you crazy? They got that summer break the first year you know. Like, come on now. They was like ice cream for everybody. These bitches was out there eating ice cream sandwiches, bomb pops, dreamsicles, Reese cups, Snickers, anything the ice cream truck man could hold. They had it. Matter of fact, they took that $1,000 and brought the whole damn ice cream truck and told the ice cream man, deuces, you ain't got to work the rest of the summer, bitch. Them kids big got that damn money. But she dumb enough to believe that it's money in a ravine in some water somewhere. So she gets her ass down there into the water. He doesn't. She pulls her pants up. And this dumb woman gets to shoveling, thinking that she's going to be able to find the money. He don't know where that money is. And again, all the kids had it. The summer he got locked up. Now she's coming out. She looks a hot mess. She's stinky because she'd been out there. Now, of course, we know this was scripted. And it was scripted because he never got out there. Sick of this scripted stuff. They go back to the car and she's now complaining and saying that her clothes are ruined, that she's going to be going to the house to meet his family, and she wants to change her clothes. He said he's tired of the multiple personalities. Well, bitch, stop exhibiting them. Because let me tell you who got multiple personalities. He does. He up one minute, he down the next. He love her one minute, the next minute he don't. He rude as hell. He says she's schizophrenic, she's psychotic. Her and his mother trick hoes, okay? He said everything that he could say derogatory about a woman. And he has the nerve to say that he wants her to stop displaying multiple mood swings and personalities. Okay. All right, Josh. She gets in the car and she's like, what if they don't like me? What if they this? What if they that? They not going to like you. It's not going to work out. It is what it is. The last couple that I want to talk about on this damn foolish show, Love After Lockup, is Lizzie and Daniel. Where do I even begin with this couple? Daniel and Lizzie are going out. As we all know, Lizzie got a whole bunch of secrets. She just like a Bikini on 90 Day Fiance. Give you the information in sips and in bits, bitch. So they decide they're going to go to the club, the local pub, club, whatever. And she says, I just finished arguing with his mother. I don't want him to go back to jail. I'm not going to, to persuade him or to entice him with alcohol, drugs, or any of that stuff. I am a changed woman and he's a changed man. This changed woman and changed man go to a club to play pool. And the first thing they doing up in that joint is cheering. So over in the right-hand side of the corner in the back of the mofo room is Slim Shady. Slim Shady is sitting back there and he sees her come in. He sees TV cameras and he sees this bitch wearing a wire. So he thinks that this is the wire that used to come on HBO, bitch. He think that he the godfather. He think that there's about to be a sting, bitch. He think he notorious, like he the big dibber. So he think somebody try to set him up. But they come in there with full-fledged wire showing. And a camera crew. So dude get to texting a friend. Yeah, Lizzie up in here with this dude. She got wires on. Woo-de-woo-de-woo. Okay. So now Lizzie and her girlfriend, they paranoid. Been talking trash, what's going on? He trying to figure out what the hell's going on. She don't really readily want to tell him because in telling him, she has to now be a little bit honest and tell him about the relationship between her and this dude. So come to find out, she was dating this dude. First the bitch said August. Then the bitch changed it to July. Then she changed it to June. So at the end of the day, Daniel was like, you was talking to me. We was dating. She said, this used to be my drug man. I was dating him. But I don't have him in my life anymore because that's part of my past. Well, here's the thing. Couldn't have been too far past because it's snowing. Okay? It's snow on the ground. So it was a couple of months before winter. It was right before he left. What's going on, Mary? Oh, okay. That's right. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Okay. So she now got him in a pickle. He talking like he Billy Badass. He ain't got nobody in there to back him. He don't have a peace with him. He ain't got no fire. And he talking about what he about to do to somebody. No, what you about to do is walk your bitch ass up out of there. That's what you about to do. So, long to the short of it, they end up leaving because the heat got so bad with dude and the friends and the text messages and all of that. And then, of course, now Daniel done found out that you was messing with the dude while he was in jail. And I don't know why he didn't think that she would not be. Why would he think it? So now they got to get up out of Dodge. So, she, does the typical thing, get all out of pocket, get the screaming and hollering and everything. It's time to go. And so they leave about that joint. And Daniel's like, what else about her I don't know? What else about her I don't know? So she's standing out there saying, I don't want you to go back to jail. I just talked to your mother about it. She's saying, this ain't got nothing to do with you. He says, I am in it. She says, you not in it. He said, I'm in it because I'm dating you. And guess what? I totally agree. Because at the end of the day, his only intention was to go out there and play pool and have some drinks and get drunk and fuck. And instead, he almost got fucked and almost got his head blown off because she up in there around these, these, as she call them, bad guys. And I'm saying, Daniel, you gonna get your karma for being disrespectful to your mother. I don't care how much your mother may be wrong. The Bible says you got to honor your mother and your father all the days of your life. Now, it does say that, parents are not to provoke their children to wrath, okay? And not to, do all of that kind of little petty stuff. But at the same time, this woman has held it down for you. When this chick was up there screwing everybody, he probably gonna find out that she done screwed everybody but the mailman. And the only reason why she didn't screw the mailman is because he don't bring her checks on time. Allegedly. This girl is a straight up, no good for nothing, 2-bit. And it's a shame. So they get back to the house, to her house, which, by the way, was filthy as hell. Just all over the place. All over the place. And I'm sitting there thinking to my mind, just zoom the camera in on their faces so we don't have to see all this all over the place. Like nobody wants to see it. And so now she halfway confesses to all the romping and the rendezvous and all of that stuff that she has had. Talk about rendezvous. Amber is a hoe. Except for she's a hoe that goes the other way. She's a hoe that likes women. She takes her boo thing out, okay? Vince, with his slow ass self, okay? To a club with strippers. She out there making it rain. She's straight up out of jail. How in the hell she making it rain? He's sitting up there on the cell phone. She said he don't fit in with my friends. This is 3 days after she got out of jail. And of course she got her girl, Michelle, there with her. So she she's in the club, she making it rain, she smacking booties up in the air. These women lap dancers got their asses all up in the air like they straight stripping. They doing it all, boo. They got on the glass slippers. Ain't that nary one of them Cinderella, but bitch, they wearing them anyway. They said, this is like Pretty Women, bitch. Do you got a dream? And she up in there talking about she been knowing these people since she was a little girl. They up in there partying, Vince decides that he's gonna freak on one of the girls. He like a fish out of water. He don't know what's going on with him, but she do. And she always setting them up to be around her friends so they can poke fun of him and degrade him and demean him and emasculate him and treat him like he a piece of dirt. And all this man did was say, I want to marry you. She goes out there with Big Pun. And she asked him what he think about Vince. He said, I'm just wondering if I'm going to have to kick his ass. So she laughs about it. So she's, he like everybody got some BS with him. So, after that happens, Michelle comes out there. They get to talking about him. She's saying that, things is odd with him and everything. Things just not right. So Michelle out there saying, why you want to marry Amber? I asked him, why you want to marry her? You know what I'm saying? Instead of her being grateful that somebody love her, that, or half-ass love her, that somebody done brought her a $700 mattress, that somebody, acting like they care a little bit something, something for him. Although he may not be able to articulate it the way that she wants him to, he's showing up, bitch. And that got to count for something. That got to count for something. But with her, it counts as nothing. She doesn't even care anything about this mofo. So in the meantime and in between time, Vince comes out there because he's always walking out. He wanted them, he wanted them inappropriate mofos. You know what I'm saying? Just doing inappropriate shit. Everybody's sitting there, you having a serious conversation. He just walk up and start talking. Just inappropriate. Everybody's sitting at the table and, they eating and chowing down. He just straight up sit up there and just fought. Just straight past gas. I mean, it ain't even one of them sneaky ones. It's one of them joints that's like, pop, 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 pop. Okay? Just inappropriate. You understand what I'm saying? He one of them mofos. He woke up in your mother's house. She up in there cooking and everything. Because she get ready to lay all the plates down and, put the food in the middle of the table. Put it on a lazy Susan so she can spin it around like that. And everybody can eat. And he one of them mofos that walk up in the kitchen, just start taking chicken wings out the basket, straight up out the fry, bitch. Just an inappropriate. He's just inappropriate. So they standing out there, they talking and everything. He walk his inappropriate ass out there. So, Michelle was like, we talk about Jill. We talk about you. And of course, they begin to drag his ass and put him back on the spot and ask him why you want to marry Amber. So he got to go through this drill all over again. Except for he got to go through the drill now at the strip club with Big Pun. I'm hoping that he gives up on this and go on about his business, catch a crowd, do something different. Because this girl has absolutely zero respect for him. I cannot wait till Love After Lockup goes the hell off. Do y'all hear me? Because what else is going to happen? It really is getting boring. I don't know if y'all feel like it is, but I said this last week when I was out here last week. This bitch is getting boring. It's the same old, same old. And the stuff is scripted. It's unbelievable. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. I'm gonna continue to do it because I'm in it for the long haul. But I cannot wait for us to start reviewing some other shows, y'all. Because I'm telling you right now, these ones that we got, they slipping a little bit. It's just not doing it for me. So I'm going to load this video, allow this video to load, and then I will be back out here probably in about the next 5 or 10 minutes, and we will be doing our video on Darcy. I know that a lot of you were like, Auntie, you did not review Darcy. I did not review Darcy on purpose because I wanted to take and do a special segment on Darcy and give y'all the lowdown on the hoedown. Okay? So anyway, y'all, I will be right back out. Give me about 10 minutes. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Bobby Whitney, for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much to Mary and to Gracie for I'm Gracie, Josie. I got Gracie Mack on my mind. Gracie Mack. But thank you all so much for moderating. We'll be right back. Love y'all.